I'm going to tie a Pat Dorsey pattern, and this is his top secret midge, at least my take on it. And I've got a size 14 scud hook in the vise, and you can tie these pretty small, but I'm hoping that this shows up a little bit better on camera. I'm going to use an 8/0, and this is a dark brown thread. I'm going to start about the midway point of the hook here, and just cut off that taper, cut off the tip. And then I'm going to come in, and I've cut, this is a Euro thread, and it's a white Euro thread, which is a little bit stiffer, a little bit thicker in diameter. It's like a braid. So I'm just going to tie that in, and this is going to act as my rib. I'm just going to take my dark brown and wrap it down, and then come back through and just, all that I want to do here, I'm not going to add a whole lot of body, but I want to cover any white. And you can do this with an 8/0 as well if you want to switch out threads, etc. You could, or I'm sorry, a 6/0 or 140, whatever you want to use. I don't want to change threads when I tie this, so I'm just going to stick with my dark brown 8/0. And I'm just going to start to wrap this up through for my rib. Just nice even wraps. I'll bring it up to the top and tie it off. And then I can trim the excess. And from here then, I'm going to add in my wing or my wing buds, and that I'm just going to use a white Antron yarn. And I'm going to take that, I'm just going to fold it over, I'm going to place it right on top, and then I'm going to tie that in. And then I can come back through, and I'm just going to trim off, kind of cut to length. And now for the thorax portion, what I'm going to tie is this super fine brown dubbing, dry fly dubbing. So I'm just going to get that started on. And just dub that thorax in. I'm going to take one more pinch, smooth everything out. And if you want to get this dry fine dubbing really tight, if you introduce some moisture to it, it really tightens it up well. And then I'm going to put just a little thread head on here, not much. And then I'll just put a couple of whip finishes in. The only other thing that I'll do with this fly, just to protect that thread rib, is just a little dab of head cement here on the body. And I want to be careful not to bind any of the Antron yarn there. So I'm just putting a little bit of head cement here, just to help hold that thread in place. And what will happen once it starts to take some bites, then it'll begin to want to slide down. So the white will come back out once you allow this to dry, but it's important to protect that rib so it doesn't slide down. So there it is. That is Pat Dorsey's top secret midge.